Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Canada's Own, and I'm here for episode number 13 of our Las Vegas Vultures Rebuild series. Now, in the last episode, we pulled off the three-peat, and now in this episode, I think it might be the Nolan Arenado retirement tour. He is 68 RBIs short of 2,000. He's eclipsed the 600 homers. He's eclipsed 3,000 hits. He's cleared 500 doubles. Hell, he cleared 1,500 RBIs here. He's done it all for this team. He's a two-time MVP now since getting here. And he's only been here for 4 years. He won 2 MVPs in 2030 and 2031 at age 38 and 39. This year's age 40. We're hoping that he can hang around long enough just to get him to 2,000 RBIs. And then other than that, that's all I've got for him. We signed Jackson Chourio in the last episode, and he's on a big deal, but he's going to be dropping significantly over the course of the next couple years here. So hopefully by the time he starts to really regress at about 30, 31 years old, the money's already dipped low enough where it won't affect us too poorly. Other than that, I don't think I was able to show you guys this, though. Shea Langoliers, who is regressing, was being very stern about his contract, but I was able to get him back at 4 years at 9.6-ish, $10 million, somewhere in that range. And it's it's front loaded. So just like Chourio's, except Langoliers is going to regress significantly harder. He will be a Vulture for life, thankfully. And he is going to be able to retire with this team in 2036, 5 years from now, when he's 39 years old. We'll be able to let him walk off into the sunset, and he won't be hurting us financially too poorly. Jackson Holliday's got 3 more years left on his deal. He's a guy who could get mobile, or we could make mobile, if need be, if he's not performing. Vaughn Grissom's been a beacon of consistency, as I always say when I talk about him. Sody's here. He's a guy who I would expect to possibly win an MVP in the coming 2-3 years. Alessio, same deal. Another guy who could win an MVP. Elite bat, elite speed, elite defense. He can do it all. He is our Mike Trout. Max Clark, another guy who could win an MVP for us. He has been unbelievable. And then Irving Askew's up there at the top, who just had another season batting over 300, and this one was in a full season as well, and he was great. Won us Rookie of the Year as well for that year. So other than that, I mean, that's all we've got going on. I guess we can simulate right up to the trade deadline. And all right, there we go. Now we can simulate a little bit, and they don't have the minimum number of pitchers. I'm going to go fix that, and then I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. All right, we are reaching the draft now, and I truly don't have any expectation for this. We're just going to go right into it. I did auto scouting again because I don't want to burn extra time waiting for these dudes to, or I don't want to burn extra time waiting for myself to finish scouting. Ricky Siddiqui? That is the greatest name I've ever read in my life. Our first guy, we've got nobody who's 100%. We've got this guy ranked 25th, though. Malcolm Shelley, 6 foot, 203. Doesn't throw overwhelmingly hard, but he's got a good mix. We're going to go off the board here a little bit. And Eugene Chet, you know what? Why not draft a guy here? Because worst case, he appears for us in this rebuild. And best case, he's really freaking good, and then we don't have to worry about it. Let's look at Andrew Hakui. Decent bat, a lot of speed. Why not? No scouting progress on him. It's just a shot in the dark. Take a shot in the dark with, is there someone who can hit the damn ball? It's Dan Jemize. Taking risks. We're taking Omar Mendoza. He looked cool. He had a sick beard. Why not? He's got a good name that'll give me a headache when I have to try and say it. So there. Now I'm curious. Do we get a rep? We do. We get 2. We get 3. Goodness gracious. Nolan Arenado's gotten one already. Has Alessio gotten one? He has not. Has Sody gotten one? He has not. I think we go Sody. All right. Well, I didn't expect this. I truly was not paying much attention to our stats. So I'm surprised, but I'm obviously grateful that we have the top 3 home run hitters in baseball right now in terms of power. So I'm very grateful for that. And we get, oh yeah, we're Tyler Soderstrom in this one. So let's go to next user batter. And Blake Sable hit 20. Goodness gracious. 20 is unreasonably high, especially for the CPU. I don't have swings to waste. I gotta take a timeout. My pitcher's abysmal. There you go. I don't think I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna have to swing out the rest of the way. Oof. Oh my god, that hooked corner, I love it. I go to mighty high amounts of Angel games throughout the year because I live down here. And that corner is excellent for, well, offense, but also when you get to the game early and the teams are taking BP. Always balls flying over that fence there. Oh my god, I just teed the hell up. Bonus time, we're tied. It's over. Thank you. Next user batter. Riley Green hit 15. Riley's a Miami Marlin. That's uncomfortable to see. Because Miami could never spend money on a guy. Especially not on someone who'd command so much. Eventually. I mean, pending he pans out. He's looking good right now, at least in real life. That all-star ballot this year is top 5 in Gold Glove for right field. Almost won a Silver Slugger. That right field seating section right next to where the home run derby sign is on the right of the screen there. Right where I hit the ball, actually. That little section right above the show 24. Yordan Alvarez hit a screamer over there in one of the last few games of the season that I ended up going to. He hit a rocket that direction, and it flew just probably like 6-7 rows above me, just out of my reach. It would have been awesome to try and snag that one, but I probably would have broken my hands. But he hit a nuke there. Those balls that get hit to that right field there as we defeat Riley Green, those ones get out of there in a hurry. And they get out quick. And because you're so elevated, they aren't slowing down yet when they get to you. Like, if it's hit on a line, it is a rocket right at you. That's one. Right off the pole. But yeah, favorite Angel player. I don't know. For me, mine's pretty easy. It's honestly an underrated pick. I don't hear it as much, but it's Nolan Arenado. I think he's great. He is an excellent contact bat. His swing is peculiar, but it plays so well. And there's your home run derby champ. That was the lowest contest we've ever had for this. Tyler Soderstrom, home run derby champ. But Nolan Arenado is probably my favorite player to watch at Angels games, just because he's a cool dude. He's similar. He's a little bit older than me. Like, I'm 22 years old, and Shawnee is 22, but born earlier in the year. I'm born in the latter half, like in winter. Let's look at the All-Stars here. No starting pitcher. That was my fear. We do get a reliever in, though. Josh Winkowski snags his second career All-Star game. Tom Bellamy, the guy who we lit up in the playoffs last year, gets an All-Star nod. No catcher. Obviously, Sodi's getting in there. 34 and 88. He's batting .311. He's been great. Torque is in there as well. Holy cow. I wish I would get this kind of production out of Spence in real life, but so be it. Luis Ariz is back in Minnesota. They have, actually, the last couple years, he's been surprisingly similar to real life, but in the game, he's such a bad hitter, and it pisses me off. Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Clark Elliott was an all-star. I don't think he deserved that in the slightest bit. He's a 727 OPS. He's batting .240. He's got 13 homers. He had a good year in Houston last year, though. But, oh my God, he was bad. He was so bad. Nolan Arenado gets in. This guy's got 30 homers. Oh my God, he cleared 2,000 RBIs. That's fascinating to me. He's got 30 homers. 2,000 RBIs. Goodness gracious. We might have to extend this bastard. If he starts sniffing that 700 homer club, we might have to keep him around a little bit and turn the retirement tour into a chase for 700 tour. We don't have anybody in left. Center is going to be Alessio, thankfully. Batting .303, 37 and 102. Oh my God, 102 RBIs at the break. Oh my God, Jackson Chourio gets in there as well. His first year as a Vulture, 22 and 67, batting 280. And Max Clark is in there, 19 and 69, batting 326. I will gladly take that. But Nolan Arenado, goodness gracious, the guy is, he could get 700. But there's nobody who I can think of actively who's going to be a guy to get down to 700 homers. Now, obviously, this is a video game, and Nolan Arenado is not going to hit 700 homers in real life. But it's cool to see, like, even in the video game, that shit is hard. Like, guys don't get 3,000 hits. They don't get 500 homers. They don't get 1,000. They don't get 1,500 RBIs. And we're going to cross that off the list with just Nolan Arenado. Like, that is just his stats that we're going to be able to do that with. Do we have extensions yet? We do. What would Nolan Arenado want? If we were to look at Nolan Arenado, what would you want? If I brought him back for $6 million, oh my God, we're bringing back Nolan Arenado. We're going to see what NATO, not NATO, it's NATO. My dad corrected me in my one of my videos a little while back because I'm illiterate. But we're going to see what Arenado is able to pull off over the course of this season, and we've got a 15.5 game lead in the division, so we shouldn't be too worried about that. I'm going to sign these draft picks, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. All right, end of the season is here. 111 wins. 111 wins. We've got Scott Augustine and Rocco Enfield getting some league leader acknowledgement here. Scotty boy won 20 games. Obviously, 800 win percentage. That is insane. And Rocco Enfield leads the league in saves. Now, you can see that there. We're going to go through it. And oh my God. Rasmus Goldberg in 2032 for the Boston Red Sox just batted 372 in 116 games. What an unbelievable offensive season from him. Gunnar Henderson just batted 349, 326 from Will Benson. Look at our guys. We had 4 through 7, 320, 315, 313, 309. Oh my God. There were how many guys batted? You had 12 guys. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 guys hit over 300 this year. Irving Askew leads the league in hits. Is that a record? Oh my God, it's 260, not 216. I'm such a dumbass. All right. Perfect. It's not a record. Forgive my lack of knowledge. We had 4 guys in the top 6, which is pretty unbelievable. 3 guys eclipsed 200 hits, which is also unbelievable. Doubles, Max Clark, Henry Alessio lead the league. Irving Askew's in 7th. Triples, Alessio, because he's got freaking wheels. Chourio hit 9. Homers, though. What a season. Henry Alessio had 65 and 178. An 1115 OPS. Slugged a 730. That's a massive season for him. 65 and 178. He fell just shy of 10 off of the home run record for a season. Like, he had a season for the ages. Nolan Arenado hit 55. This guy will not die from regression. Look at the numbers he's dropping right now. He's dropping by double digits in damn near everything. Somehow he's getting better at stealing bags, though. But look at this. He's 23 homers from 700. He's going to be over 3,200 hits. He's got to get 23 hits, which will put him over. Like, he is, and batting 290 at age 40. He's aging backwards. And he's still playing a massive sample size game. This is the first year where he didn't play all 162. Rasmus Goldberg. Ramses, not Rasmus. Ramses. I can't read. And in, what is that? 50 more games, call it 45 more games. We were only .004 points behind him. 4 other guys in the top 10, forgive me, and Askew just outside the top 10. And then wins, we saw 24 Augustine. He had a much better year. Thank the Lord he performed better. Whew, I was worried about him. Xavier Singleton had a very bad year as our ace. Did not deserve to win 18 games. Oh, that's not our guy. Matt Manning, much better this year than last year. And then George Kirby. Better than last year. I'll take it. He's aging out. He's got this year and next year. So he's almost going to ride out his contract here. Losses, Augustine only lost 5. Saves, you saw it. Rocco Enfield, 48 saves in 53 attempts. So he was an elite closer for us this year. ERA, really wasn't our game, but we were 6th. Home runs allowed. We gave up some bombs from time to time. Shutouts, not really us. We were not that great. Strikeouts, Singleton did strike out 190 hitters almost. Innings pitched. Yeah, Augustine will be up there. Kirby will be up there. Manning will be up there. All right, that's not bad. 4 guys in the top 20. So now, okay. Awards. MVP, exactly who was deserving of it. Henry Alessio, 313, 65 homers, 178 RBIs, a 1115 OPS, 13 wins above replacement. He was the best player in baseball this year, and there is no doubt about it. Nolan Arenado picks up a top 3 finish, which is unbelievable at his age and his overall to be doing something like this. Cy Young, Singleton finishes 2nd, possibly would have been the worst Cy Young winner outside of Tristan McKenzie from last year. Ramsey wins the batting title by a mile. Reliever of the year, we don't even get top 3 after saving 48 games. I guess the ERA did shut us down pretty big. Rookie of the year, we didn't have one. Henry Alessio finishes 2nd in the Hank Aaron. I disagree with this based off the fact that this guy played 50 less games. He was a late call-up. I disagree. I don't think he was, especially with a guy who hit 65 homers and drove in 178. I don't think he was worthy of a Hank Aaron, but that's just me. Gold Gloves, nobody for us, it looks like. We might snag one in the outfield. We get 0. Silver Slugger, Nolan Arenado goes, what, 3 in a row now since getting here? 3 in a row, and 4 of the last 5 have gone to Nolan Arenado at the DH position. Langoliers climbs back into the top 3 finally. But, 32 and 123 is going to beat you out 100 times out of 100. Tyler Soderstrom goes back-to-back, finally. Vaughn Grissom picks one up. Hell yeah. Irving Askew picks one up. He was great. He's back-to-back in Silver Sluggers as a third baseman. Shortstop, I don't think we're ever going to sniff one of those, especially with Gunnar Henderson in the majors and Colson Montgomery seemingly taking off finally. Alessio picks it up, as you'd expect. Most deserving. Max Clark gets one. And Jackson Churio gets one. So we go 3 for 3 in the outfield there. That's pretty cool. And I guess in the postseason, let's see. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that the number 6 seed, or I guess the team who wins the wild card game, will be, let's say, Baltimore. Oh my God. What a guess. We get the Baltimore Orioles, who beat the Texas Rangers 2-0 to play us in the playoffs. But that's going to be saved for the next episode. And that means that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.